Hello everyone, and welcome to Medicine for the Soul Yoga. My name is Sara, and I will be guiding us through an exploration of our heart chakra today. So we'll be working to open up our chest, to find more expansion through the backs of our shoulder blades. And to support us on our practice, I invite you to bring a block or some block-like object, one or two of these, to the top of your mat. And then take as much time as you need to just arrive on your mat and get settled. Let's begin. So we'll begin class in a seated position. If you did have a chance to grab a block, please feel free to place that underneath your sit bones. So we'll be lifting up a little bit, finding a nice tilt through our tailbone. And then just coming to an easy seated position, go ahead and place your hands on your palms facing up towards the sky. So we're coming into kind of an inspirational or receptive pose here. And then just take this time to flutter your eyes closed. We're just going to start with a very brief meditation to help us sink fully into this present moment, into ourselves, into our breath. So drawing all of your attention into your body, all of your awareness into this now moment. And then just start to notice the rise of your belly as you inhale through your nostrils, and the fall of your belly as you exhale, releasing out through your mouth. Nice, deep, slow, steady, rhythmic breath here. Starting to soften through your forehead, softening your cheeks, softening your jaw, softening through your neck, your shoulders, your chest. Releasing any gripping through your belly, through your hips, through your knees, your ankles, your toes. And then as you continue to breathe here, just start to draw your awareness, your attention to the space just behind your heart center, to your anahata or your heart chakra. And just notice what's happening here. Notice if there are any sensations arising, any physical sensations, emotional sensations, any just energy, maybe some fluttering, some opening, some tightness, whatever that is. Just become aware of it. No need to judge it. No need to try to shift it or change it, but just be aware. Offer it some present awareness. Just one more breath here, really connecting into yourself, to your heart, your seat of loving compassion, to this bridge between your earthly material self, your lower three chakras, which we've explored before this, and your higher, more spiritual chakras. From here, go ahead and just start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And keeping your left hand where it is, go ahead and inhale, reach your right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, place your right hand to your left ear. And then just gently draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. So we're coming into a little bit of a shoulder and neck stretch here. Just being really gentle, keeping your eyes closed if that feels supportive to you. Inhale here to fill your belly. And then exhale, see if you can draw your right ear just a little bit closer towards your right chest, your right shoulder. Keeping both shoulders soft here as best you can. Go ahead and inhale, Reach the crown of your head back through center, lifting all the way up towards the sky here, again with the crown of your head. Right hand comes back to right knee. And then as you inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, draw your left palm to right ear. And then as you exhale, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale here to fill your belly. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. One more inhale, softening through your shoulders, softening through your jaws. As you exhale, just draw your left ear a little bit closer towards your left shoulder. Inhale, lift your arm, crown of your head comes back up towards the sky, and then place your left palm towards your left knee again. From here, as you inhale, both arms reach high. Bring your gaze, your chest towards the sky here, looking up. And then as you exhale, gently bring both hands behind you. We're going to clasp our palms just behind our sacrum here. So as you inhale with hands clasped, open your chest towards the sky, reaching your heart high. And then as you exhale, take a gentle fold forward. So our hips are on a nice tilt here with this block. And then as you come down, just draw your chin towards your chest, completely extending through the back of your neck here. Feel your shoulder blades press together as you find a little more expansion through your chest. One more round of breath here. Inhale, fill your belly full. And then as you exhale, gently sigh it out. Go ahead and release your palms. Draw your chest back all the way up. Lift your arms high on your inhale, reaching through those fingertips. And then as you exhale, we're going to take a clasp again all the way back behind us, but bring the opposite thumb on top this time. So it could feel a little awkward here. It's not our most natural clasp, but we're just working here with balance. Again, the heart chakra is the great balancer between the lower chakras and the higher, more spiritual chakras. So as you inhale again, lift your chest high, heart comes towards the sky as you open your shoulders, drawing your shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, once more, gentle fold forward. If it feels a little too intense to keep this clasp here, you can always release that and just keep your arms behind you in airplane arms. So the work here again is to keep drawing those shoulders back, shoulder blades back, allowing our heart, the front of our chest, to open a little bit further. One more round of breath here. Inhale, chin to chest here, extending through the back of your neck, releasing the crown of your head down towards the earth. One more. Inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release your clasp. Inhale, chest reaches high, arms up towards the sky, just releasing what we did there. And then as you exhale, go ahead and place your hands down to either side. Release that block if you're using it, or anything that you may have placed underneath your sit bones there. And then just set your block or your prop off to the side. From here, we'll make our way slowly into a tabletop position. So placing your palms down to the mat, spreading your fingers really wide here, making sure that your weight is evenly allocated across all 6 points of contact. So both palms are pressed into the mat, your knees and the tops of your feet are all pressed in. Your shoulders are stacked directly over your wrists, your hips are directly over your knees. Now from here, as you inhale, go ahead and drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your shoulders and your hips for cow pose. You can tuck your toes here if that feels supportive. And then as you exhale, round through your spine, tuck your belly in and bring your gaze towards your knees or your hips for cat pose. Untuck your toes in this posture. And then again, as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, tuck your toes for cow. Exhale, untuck your toes, round through your spine for cat. We'll do that 2 more times here. Inhale for cow, dropping your belly, lifting your shoulders and your hips. And then exhale, round your spine for cat pose. Last time like that, inhaling to drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow. And then exhale to round through your spine. Cat pose, releasing through your neck here, chin to chest. Inhale, come back to a neutral tabletop position. And then shifting your weight into your left hand, go ahead and inhale, right arm reaches high. Opening your chest towards the right side here, keeping the tops of your feet pressed into the mat. As you exhale, thread your arm all the way through, pressing your right shoulder and right ear to the mat. You have the option to stay just like this, or if you'd like, maybe you walk your left fingertips out in front of your head for a little bit of a deeper stretch here. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just sink into this posture. Nice shoulder stretch here to begin our practice. As always, inhaling to fill your belly. And exhaling to sigh it out, emptying yourself of all of that breath. One more. Inhale to fill. And then as you exhale, you can start to walk your left palm back in front of you if you decided to extend out. And then pressing through your left palm, inhale, right arm reaches high. Opening your chest all the way towards the right side again. Fingertips come high. And then as you exhale, plant your right palm down to the mat. From here, inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. And then as you exhale, round through your spine, just wringing it out. Inhale, come back to your neutral tabletop, and then pressing into your right palm, inhale, left arm reaches high. Other side, chest comes towards the left side, little twist here. And then as you exhale, thread your arm all the way through, drop your left shoulder and left ear to the mat. And then again, option to stay just as you are, or if you would like to walk your right hand long in front of you, feel free to do that as well. A bit of a deeper stretch here. Couple rounds of breath. Again, you can close your eyes to really just sink into your own experience, feeling into the sensation of this posture. As we sit at our desks in modern times, we can tend to kind of find our shoulders scrunching up towards our ears. We can find a lot of tension and gripping in this part of our bodies. So the more that we can just gently surrender into this posture to find a little softness here, the more space we can find in this area, the deeper connection we can find with our compassionate, loving nature. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just start to walk your right palm back in front of you. And then pressing through your right palm, inhale, left arm reaches high. Fingertips towards the sky, opening your chest here. And then as you exhale, place your left palm back to the mat for a tabletop position. One round of cats and cows here. So tuck your toes, inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round through your spine. Cat. Inhale, come back through neutral. And then tucking your toes here, send your hips all the way back towards your heels. And then lift your hips all the way up for downward facing dog. First down dog of today's practice. You can take whatever little bit of space you need here to just sink into this pose. So again, our fingers are spread really wide here. You're pressing through the heels of your palms. And then as you inhale, go ahead and lift your heels all the way off the mat, come up onto your toes. And then as you exhale, see if you can just send your heels a little bit closer to the mat. So your hips are coming even further back, even higher up, as you're pressing all of your weight into your back body, into your legs. From here, inhale, heels lift, knees bend, and then step 1 foot at a time towards the top of your mat. Feet will come to hands as you inhale. Halfway lift your heart here, placing your palms either to the mat in front of you or to your shins, lengthening all the way through your back. Spine is long, neck is long. And then as you exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. From here, you can keep your knees as bent as needed in these early moments of practice. And then maybe you take a ragdoll here, just bringing opposite hand to opposite elbow, dropping the crown of your head towards the mat, releasing through your neck here, releasing through your shoulders. Just gently rocking from side to side, pressing into the balls of your feet here. And then go ahead and release your ragdoll and take the opposite forearm on top. Again, a little balance here. Just working with your body, seeing where your heart is in this upside down formation, a little change in perspective here. Then go ahead and release your ragdoll, and then placing your palms to your ankles, we're just gonna, one palm at a time, walk ourselves all the way up our legs. So our vertebrae are extending one vertebrae at a time, just rolling all the way up. The crown of your head is the last thing to rise. And then once you are fully standing, go ahead and inhale and reach your arms up overhead, lifting up and out of your pelvis here. Then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, moment of stillness here in Samastitihi. Go ahead and flutter your eyes closed, and we'll take just one moment to set an intention for today's practice. This could be something related to the heart chakra, maybe some area of compassion that you would like to draw deeper into your life, an area of patience, of stillness, of forgiveness. And then we'll seal our intention with one round of Surya Namaskar A. So as you inhale, arms reach high again, lifting up and out of your pelvis. Slight back bend here as you reach your heart towards the sky. As you exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at your hips for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift your heart. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat, step back into plank pose, and then as you exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, press your heart forward, low cobra. Exhale, come all the way back down, long through your heart. Now from here, walk your hands out to the corners of your mat, so they're a little wider than your shoulders and a little further out in front of your chest. We're going to tent our fingers here so that the palms of your hands are lifted off of the mat. And then as you inhale, press through your fingertips, lift your chest all the way off the mat. So we're kind of in a low cobra here. As you exhale, drop your left shoulder to the mat here. So we're coming into a little twist. Our heart opens towards the right side. Inhale again, lift back through center, low cobra. Exhale, twist towards the left side. Right shoulder comes down to the mat. Inhale again, lift back through center, heart comes high. And then exhale, twist towards the right, left shoulder to the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twist towards the left, right shoulder to the mat. One more time on each side here. Inhale to lift through, softening your shoulders as best you can. And then as you exhale, twist towards the right, left shoulder to the mat. Softening where you can through your jaw. Maybe you bring a smile to your face. And then as you exhale, twist towards the left side, right shoulder to the mat. One more time through center. Inhale, really make it count here, pressing your legs, your feet into the mat, lifting with your chest. And then as you exhale, fold back down to the mat, long through your heart here. Bring your palms back towards your chest. Inhale to up into tabletop position, and then bring your knees out to the edges of your mat. Bring your toes to touch behind you, and then set your hips all the way back towards your heels. Staying open here, active rather, through your arms. Press your chest and your forehead into the mat. Now, option to stay like this, or if you would like to flip your palms so that they are facing the sky, we can see how this slight change really shifts the experience in the backs of our shoulder blades. So we find some nice opening there. We'll take just a couple rounds of breath here. Again, just sinking back into your own self, to this rhythm of inhales and exhales. One more inhale through your nostrils. And then as you exhale, gently sigh it out your mouth. From here, flip your palms back toward, press back up into tabletop position, and then keeping your the bottom half of your trunk just as it is, keeping your legs in this kind of tabletop position, we're going to start to walk our palms forward. So coming into melting heart or puppy pose. You'll come out just far enough that eventually your chin and your chest will make their way towards the mat. So again, a really nice shoulder stretch here. It can feel quite intense. If you're feeling that, please just take whatever slight modifications or adjustments you might need here to find a little more ease in this posture. We'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then again, just noticing what you're feeling here in the back of your shoulder blades. A little more opening there. You can work also to draw your elbows kind of into an internal rotation. That's exactly what we did in our child's pose just a moment ago when we flipped our palms up. Just notice how that brings a little more expansion through the back of your chest. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, gently sigh it out, releasing all of that prana, all of that breath. And then from here, just lifting your chest, start to walk your palms back towards your chest into tabletop position. From here, tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back and up for downward facing dog. From here, if you'd like to walk your dog a little bit, just bending one knee and then the other, go ahead and do that. Finding a little more spaciousness in your hamstrings and your lower back, the root chakra areas. And then as you inhale, come back to stillness and just take 1 round of breath here. Stillness is one of the kind of concepts of the heart chakra. Exhale, sigh it out. And then as you inhale, heels lift, knees bend, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift your heart, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach high, lifting all the way up and out of your pelvis. Slight back bend here as your heart comes towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center for Samasthiti. 1 round of breath. Inhale. This nice balancing pose. Exhale. From here, bring your toes to touch. Heels are wide. And then as you exhale, sit your sit bones all the way back, bending through your knees. Inhale, arms reach high for Utkatasana, chair pose. From here, just make sure that your weight is coming into the backs of your heels. So maybe you lift your toes gently off the mat. Inhale again to reach through your fingertips, chest comes high. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone in. 1 more round of breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, hands come through heart center. Dive forward for Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift your heart. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank, and then this time exhale, chaturanga. Halfway bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everybody. From here, as you inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest, press the mat away, and then step your foot between your palms. Drop your back knee, and then inhale, rise up for Anjaneyasana. From here, tuck your back toe, and then as you exhale, left palm comes to left calf. Inhale again to lift your chest high, reaching through those fingertips, slight back bend here. Exhale, shift your hips a little bit forward. And then as you inhale, left arm comes up to meet the right. Exhale, plant your palms. Lift your back knee and then press into your left palm. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Little twist here. Twisted lunge. Inhale, crown of your head comes forward. Exhale, reach through those fingertips. Twist a little bit deeper towards the right side. And then as you exhale, plant your right palm down, step back into plank, and then move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to chest, press the mat away, step your foot forward, and then drop your back. Inhale to rise up for Anjaneyasana, and then tucking your back toes as you exhale, right palm comes to right calf. Inhale to lift your chest high, heart comes towards the sky. Exhale, press your pelvis forward, coming a little bit deeper into this back bend. One more, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, right arm lifts to meet the left. And then as you exhale, plant your palms, lift your back knee, press through your right palm, and then inhale, left arm reaches high. Crown of your head comes forward. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper towards the left, pressing your heel back, crown of your head forward. One more, inhale. And then as you exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank, and then move through your vinyasa. Inhaling to upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog. From here, 1 round of breath in down dog, just recalibrating, filling your belly on your inhale, and then exhaling to sigh it out. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend, step or hop to the top of your mat, bring your toes to touch, heels wide. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. And then go ahead and drop your hips back, bend your knees, and then inhale, arms sweep overhead for Utkatasana chair pose. 1 round of breath here, reaching through your fingertips, softening through your shoulders as best you can. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Toes lift off the mat, and then inhale, arms reach high, chest comes towards the sky for a slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti, 1 round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. From here, inhale, press your weight into your left leg. Inhale, right knee comes into your chest. As you exhale, draw your heart forward, send your right leg back behind you. So we're in kind of a warrior 3 here. Now go ahead and bend through your grounded leg, your left knee, and then drop your right toes back down to the earth. So inhale for high lunge. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and then we're going to twist towards the left side here. So right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee. Inhale, crown of the head comes forward, and then exhale, twist a little bit deeper, pressing your heel back, heart forward. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, opening your chest towards the left side. Inhale, back through center, arms reach high for high lunge. And then from here, go ahead and drop your back heel 45 degrees. So we're going to come into a warrior 1. Lifting through your chest here, your front knee is bent 90 degrees. As you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands behind you like we did at the beginning of practice, and then clasp your palms down towards your sacrum. Inhale to lift your heart, and then as you exhale, drop your chest, hinge at your hips for humble or devotional warrior. Softening through your shoulders here, releasing through your neck, pressing into the outer edge of your back heel, of your back foot. Just surrender into this pose for a couple rounds of breath. Softening through your jaw, maybe bring a smile to your face. Continuing to breathe here, finding nice expansion and depth through your lungs as the air moves in through your nostrils, making its way to the bottom of your belly, and then releasing out your mouth. 1 more round of breath here. Inhale. Go ahead and release your palms. Draw your arms towards your sides, and then as you inhale, rise back up for warrior 1. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank, and then exhale, move through a vinyasa. Chaturanga on your exhale, upward facing dog on your inhale, softening through your shoulders, and then exhale for downward facing dog. 1 round of breath here in down dog. Just resetting, recalibrating. And then inhale, heels bend, heels lift, knees bend, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift your heart. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach high, lifting all the way up and out. And then exhale, hands to heart center, samastitihi, one round of breath. Recalibrating, resetting, finding some stillness here. And then shifting our weight now into our right leg. Inhale, left knee comes into your chest. So you exhale, heart comes forward, left leg comes all the way back for that warrior three. And then as you exhale, start to bend your right knee, send your left foot behind you, and then arms reach high for high lunge. Inhale, chest comes high. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then twist towards the right side. So left elbow to right knee. Inhale to lengthen through your spine, crown of your head lifts, and then exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Hands come to heart center here as your chest opens further towards the right side. One more, inhale, filling your belly with prana, with life force, and then exhale to twist. Inhale, rise back through center, arms come high. And then as you exhale, drop your back heel 45 degrees as we come into our warrior one. Again, front knee is bent 90 degrees. And then as you exhale, draw your arms behind you. Clasp your palms behind your sacrum. Again, opposite thumb on top. And then inhale to lift your heart, lift your chest open wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then as you exhale, gently fold over your hip for humble or devotional warrior. So your right shoulder is coming to the inside of your right knee. And we'll just be here for a couple rounds of breath. Again, you can use this time to close your eyes, to just surrender into the stillness of this posture. Drawing on the compassionate nature of your heart, the patient nature of your heart. Just working on this gentle opening of your chest. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release your palms gently. Inhale, arms come back towards center for warrior one. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank, and then move through your vinyasa. Inhaling to upward facing, and exhaling to downward facing dog. One round of breath here before we continue to flow. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend, step or hop to the top of your mat, and inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center, samastitihi, one round of breath, resetting here. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, at the top of your mat, go ahead and shift your weight again into your left leg. Once more, inhale, right knee comes into your chest. And then go ahead and send your right heel towards your sit bone. We're going to grab onto our ankle here with our right hand. And then as you inhale, left arm reaches long in front of you. Drawing your knee towards your knee, so hugging your knees together, keeping your hip in one line here on your right side. Go ahead and bring just a slight micro bend to your left leg. And then we're going to start to just draw our torso forward as we kick or press through our right leg. So using the muscle of your thigh here, pressing your arm away from your body with your right leg. Inhale. We're coming into dancer's pose here. Exhale, sigh it out. So staying in this nice balancing pose, fixing your gaze or your drishti on one fixed point. If you fall out of this pose at any point, just gently make your way back into it. Again, trying to keep your knees kind of along one line here. So rather than our right leg splaying out to the side, we're keeping it engaged. keeping the integrity of this pose. One more inhale. See if you can kick your leg a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, gently come back through center. So right knee comes back into your chest, releasing your ankle there, hands to heart center. And then as you exhale with control, gently drop your right leg to meet the left. Go ahead and shake this out. That was a lot of action on our left outer thigh there. So just shaking through. We'll set up now for the other side. So again, bringing hands to heart center, shifting your weight into your right leg this time. Inhale, left knee comes into your chest. As you exhale, draw your left ankle towards your left hip. Take a hold of your left ankle with your left palm, and then inhale, right arm comes high. As you exhale, start to draw your chest towards the earth as you lift or kick through your left thigh, pressing the top of your foot into your palm, finding that that lifts your shoulder a little bit higher. More opening here through the front of our chest. Inhale, kicking a little bit higher, keeping your knees hugged together. Exhale. One more inhale, slight micro bend through your grounded knee, just to protect that kneecap. Exhale. Let's do one more. See if you can lift a little bit higher with that left leg. And then as you exhale again, with control, gently come back to standing. Left knee comes into your chest as you release that ankle. And then go ahead and with control, gently drop your left foot to meet the right. Again, go ahead and shake that out. Just releasing what we've done already. And then from here, come back to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart. And then inhale to lift all the way up towards the sky. Heart high, slight micro bend or a slight back bend. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Swan dive forward for Uttanasana. From here, go ahead and bend your knees all the way. Allow your chest to just rest on your thighs. Chin comes to chest, releasing through the back of your neck. Recalibrating your breath here. And then from here, take your middle finger and your pointer finger, wrap them around your toe, and then hook your thumb around the kind of instep of your big toe. We're going to come into a yogi toe lock here. So from here, start to extend your knees, come back into that deep forward fold, and then lift your big toe off the mat as your elbows start to bend out to the side. So just deepening into this posture. Again, you can close your eyes here. After all of that expansion through the front of our bodies, just coming back into ourselves, a nice counter pose, a nice balancing force to our dancer's pose and all of the other back bends that we've been working on today. As you inhale, go ahead and release your yogi toe lock. Halfway lift your heart here for an Ardha Uttanasana. And then as you exhale, just plant your palms, step back into plank, and then we'll move through one last chaturanga of our practice. So exhaling to halfway bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, really opening your chest here, making this last one count. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop your knees, send them wide to the edges of your mat. Hips all the way back towards your heels. And then just press your forehead, your chest into the mat for child's pose. One round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, press back up into tabletop position. And then go ahead and stack one ankle on top of the other. Roll over your hips and come into a seated posture. From here, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat in front of you. Knees are bent into your chest. And then inhale, reach your arms forward, lengthening through your spine here. We'll make our way onto the mat on the count of 7, 6, gently rolling for the count of 5, 4, engaging your core here, keeping your shoulders soft, your chest lifted for 3, 2, and then very, very, very gently with control landing on 1. Go ahead and breathe your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here and then gently rock from side to side. Again, just releasing our back after all of those heart openers, all of those back bends. Then from here, drawing your arms out to the side in a T formation, go ahead and just gently drop your knees towards the right side. So we're coming into a supine twist here. You can place your right palm on top of your left knee, a little support there, and then just draw your gaze over your left shoulder. Working here to press both shoulders into the earth. Some nice support here after all of the work that the backs of our chests have been doing today. Deepening your breath here, softening your jaw, softening your chest, melting any tension in your shoulders. Just using this time to decompress. And noticing what may have already shifted throughout today's practice. So just thinking back to the sensations that you felt within your heart center at the very beginning of this practice. Remembering where you were then, and now coming into connection with where you are now. From here, go ahead and engage your core. Draw your knees back to center. And then as you exhale, gently drop your knees towards the left side. Supine twist. Again, you can bring your left palm to your right knee. And then maybe your gaze comes over your right shoulder here. Pressing both shoulders into the mat. Closing your eyes and then just sinking into this posture. Allowing your mind to rest on the subtle and soothing rhythm of your inhales and your exhales. Releasing any last bits of tension, of tightness, of gripping. Just allowing those to settle into the earth, into the mat beneath you. And then again, go ahead and engage your core and gently draw your knees back to center. From here, you can take a happy baby, you can take a plow or a shoulder stand if that's in your practice. If you're coming into happy baby, just go ahead and bring the soles of your feet into your palms, draw your knees toward your arm creases. Then maybe you rock side to side. If you're in happy baby, just working to keep your tailbone pressed into the mat. So we're staying really anchored through the base of our spine, even as we're lifted through our legs. Maybe you start to play a little bit here in your happy baby, maybe extending one leg and then the other, maybe extending both legs. And then if there are any final movements you'd like to take, please feel free to do that. And then we'll gently make our way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So if you're coming into Shavasana, just gently allowing your legs to come long in front of you, allowing your ankles to splay out to the sides here, taking up as much space as you need. Arms come alongside you, palms are facing towards the sky. Again, in a receptive or inspirational formation, similar to how we started practice. Then from here, go ahead and just take the outer edges of your mat into your palms and then just pull them away, rotating your elbows in, and again, allowing for a little more expansion through the front of your chest. Your shoulder blades come together, And then they press, they anchor, they root into the mat beneath you. From here, we're just coming into pure stillness. Just melting all of your weight into the mat beneath you. Releasing any final thing that you no longer wish to carry with you. Maybe reconnecting with the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And just surrendering deeply into rest. I invite you to remain in Shavasana for as long as it serves you today. When you're ready to make your way out of the pose and into the next part of your day, just please start to deepen your inhales. Draw all of your attention back into your body, back into your breath. And then on your next inhale, maybe you reach your arms high overhead, coming into a full body stretch. Breathing life back into all the nooks and crannies of your body. And then drawing your knees into your chest, go ahead and gently rock towards the right side, coming into a fetal position. And then pressing into your left palm, lifting your chest off the mat, keeping your eyes closed as best you can. We'll meet together again in an easy seated position. Bringing your hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll seal today's class, this beautiful practice, with one round of Om. So let's inhale together. Om. And then bowing our heads to our hearts in reverence for this practice and in gratitude for ourselves. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining. I hope to see you in the next series of this video and in other classes at Medicine for the Soul Yoga. Namaste.